All right, so for today's video, I'm actually gonna do, instead of doing a pre-cap, like just with my ugly mug in it, I'm going to do it over this beautiful view of Lac Le Mans in Switzerland. So yeah, today basically I just went from Geneva to Bern in the first train, and from Bern I made it to Freiburg, Germany on the second train on the German Intercity Express. So yeah, first train I took the Swiss National train on the Swiss Federal Railways, and it was pretty close actually. I was like really worried about whether I would catch the German train in Bern, but it all worked out. It was a beautiful day, and I did a little bit of touring around Geneva before I left too. Like I just kind of checked out this cool apartment complex there, but everything went well. Sorry, it's kind of taking a little bit of the drama out of whether I caught the train or not, but I made it. So if you're seeing me like kind of worry a bit, don't worry, I made it and everything went beautifully today. But yeah, enjoy the video today and all the beautiful views and everything. You get to see like a good chunk of Switzerland and southern Germany. But yeah, it's a really, really beautiful place. All right, so I just checked out of my hotel and headed to Freiburg, Germany today. Do the black through Switzerland and then the Black Forest of southern Germany. So hopefully we'll get some interesting views. We're gonna retread some of the stuff we did yesterday, I guess, as far as views go. But maybe I'll get on the other side of the train and get some views of the hills and stuff on the other side. So, but I'm gonna stop in like this weird neighborhood before I go and take some footage of that. So, kind of interested in seeing some strange architecture. So this is the street of Zurich. You'll see mixed traffic. There's cyclists here. I see people on motorcycles everywhere, scooters, buses, and they're all able to coexist in one space. I don't see massive. I don't hear about people being killed all the time there. Why is this happening in Albuquerque all the time? You know, or even in the U.S. in general? Like, what's causing the issues here? You know, because I don't hear about that happening here in Switzerland or in Europe in general, where we're getting like daily deaths of cyclists and pedestrians. It just doesn't make sense to me. Because I mean, there's really nothing protecting the cyclists here. They just have a cycle lane. You know, is it just our culture in America that's just like toxic? I don't get it. All right, so this is the unique neighborhood that we're talking about. Yeah, look at those. It's cool. Looks like some of the houses we have in Albuquerque. So this building complex is called Le Tromps. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm probably butchering it. It sounds almost like Donald Trump or something, but it's a cool concept for sure. But other than that, most of the houses in the neighborhood look fairly normal. I don't know. Because there's more to it. It's like a big complex, but I don't have a whole lot of time. I just kind of wanted to see what the at least exterior look like. All right, here's another view of this place. It's kind of it's very very unique, that's for sure. Oh, look at that one. That's a cool building over there. Yeah, it's interesting architecture to say the least. Um, but yeah, it's cool. I mean, people are trying different construction styles. You know, it seems like they have patios that like face the sun. So in the winter time when it's kind of miserable, it's nice to have a little bit of sun come in. In the summertime, it's probably great just to kind of lay out there. Oh wow. Oh, that's a cool little fountain there. It's electric buses here in Zurich, Switzerland. kind of cool. So you can see all the wires above them there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. See, nice and quiet. Trams, and then above them there, the trains going in action. Those electric buses. It's a good mix. It seems like everybody uses them. So the guide yesterday was saying that pretty much everybody in Zurich, whether you're like a millionaire or just, homeless, that you'll use public transit. So it's just convenient, useful, safe. Like most of the transit too I get on is just like crammed with people too. So yeah, I don't know. It's the city is obviously more dense than most U.S. places. So they must have like a mix where they get people to use it more than they normally would. All right, so I am headed to the train station, and there's a train, so pretty close now. So I just decided to do a walk today instead of taking the tram or the bus because I want to check out that like weird apartment complex. Actually, I think it's kind of cool. When I think about it, it's pretty cool. You're kind of like when you first see it, you're like, oh, but then you're like, you think about it, you're like, oh, it's not. It's actually pretty interesting. Yeah, see, that's what you love, seeing the tram, train, buses, everything working together, bikes. Got the bike shop here. Oh, cool. So this is where you lock your bikes up. They have like a giant bike locker building here, the Bella station. So if you look in there, you can see all the bikes that came in and stuff. That's really cool. That's what UNM needs, really, something like this. And I had like so many bikes stolen from that place. Well, Zurich, it's been an interesting time for sure. Got to learn a bit, and that's all I can really ask for in life these days. All right, so I'm a total sucker for the butter pretzel. I went and did it again. So if I come back a little bit fatter, then it's worth it. Honestly, you only live once, right? Ah. All right, so we have the rail map here again, and today I am starting out here in Geneva, and I will be taking the train all the way from Lausanne to Bern. I change trains in Bern, and then from there, I'm gonna go from a Swiss train to a German train, but I only have 8 minutes to make the change, so it's kind of rough. So 11:56, and then I have to catch the next train at 12:04. So luckily it tells me which platform to get on. So as long as like everything's fine with that, I'll be taking the Intercity Express train, a German train, and it'll go up through here to Basel and then up to that area, or to like Karlsruhe, then on to Frankfurt and stuff like that. But I guess you can't see the reflection's kind of rough right here. But yeah, so along the lake, and the capital there is Bern, and then goes up like that to Basel, and then into the Black Forest in Germany. It's kind of cool though that they have like the old maps here, or the old timetables. I mean, what I'm trying to say. So I could actually look up the train I'm supposed to get on to. So my train leaves at 9:54. So if I didn't have my smartphone, I can actually look up the train. It even tells you which track it's supposed to be on. So that's cool. So if you don't have your smartphone goes out, something goes wrong, you can always look at the timetables here. Okay, so it's got to wait another like a little over 15 minutes. It's national. Got the northbound or southbound train. All right, so my train's coming in, but I'm kind of noticing these guys here with their bikes. So I think they're doing some bike packing. That's kind of cool. So yeah, like I think Europe is very conducive to that because you could put your bikes on the trains. So that train, the first few cars have. Oh, this is my train here. Or no, this isn't my train. It's the freight train. Thought it was my train. Oh, so this is like a refrigerator train. That's really cool. Yeah, so I'm a bit worried though. I mean, if there's any problems with this train, I only have 8 minute gap to catch the other train. So, like literally every like second's gonna count. So this has to basically run like a Swiss clock for me to catch the other train. And hopefully, like all the information they give me is correct on like the app because it tells me like which platform to get on the next one. So as long as like everything is correct, everything functions as stated, then it should be okay. But if like anything goes wrong, I'll miss my connection. I have like a backup connection, but it'll kill like 3 or 4 hours, which sucks. I guess I'll be in Bern for like that time. So just wish me luck. Hopefully the Swiss trains do not let me down like the French ones do. Okay, so the refrigerator train was just a psych out. This is hopefully my real train. I don't know. I can't handle two psych outs, so it's I got 4 hours to board all these people. It's kind of crazy. Or 4 minutes. I mean, 4 minutes. I cannot speak. Oh, it's a double decker train. Good, 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 good. Better views. I'm gonna try to like climb up to the top deck. Wish me luck. All right, making my way up to the top deck. All right. All right. Well, the only problem is there's nowhere to store my stuff. All right, I found some storage here. All right, here's like the last view of Geneva Station. And all right, it's 9:53. We'll see if we take off on time. My bag over there. And actually, this train holds so many people. It seems like we're really crowded there, but it's really comfortable here. 9:54. I don't know. We're still in the station. I haven't taken off yet. But yeah, these double decker trains hold a lot. So I like how oh, here we go. We're taking off. How the signs tell you where the trains. That's really key information. Right, we're taking off. Yeah, the station's a little bit complex. It's multi-level. That place is good. The pret a manger, it's like food they have like ready. It literally means ready to eat in English. There's the bullet train. All right. Got some more trains. Le Mans Express. Oof. It's a little bumpy here. A little bumpy. Looks like they're doing some construction. Oh wow, look. They're like dropping stuff there. Alright, we're on our way. There's people walking. That's a miracle. Yeah, look, all the stations have the timetables listed. That's pretty cool. All right. We're leaving Neon. Neon? I don't know how to say it. Definitely love like those classic Swiss rail clocks, those circle ones. All right, so my neighbors over there left, so maybe I'll get a few lake views in if we don't get any other people moving in next to me. So we'll see. Oh wow, those giant tractors out there. There's a tractor towing a boat. Yeah, this countryside is just beautiful. I don't know. I think I was watching like Johnny Harris or those other YouTube creators. He was talking about how like in Swiss law, or every person has to be within like 15 minutes of public transportation, which is kind of interesting concept. Like walking, I guess. So there's like buses and trains like everywhere. The whole country is like in like a net of it. Okay, they're like growing vegetables here, I think, or like greener. All right. So this is like the lake view from the upper deck here. Oh, wow, look at that. Orchards. All right, our stop seems to be on time, so hopefully this works out well. Yeah, this one seems to be like a different type of train. MBC. I'll have to look that up. But it seems to be like a different style too. It's kind of cool. It's like old fashioned style. Man, I cannot use my words today. Old fashioned style. That just sounds not correct. I love seeing trains pass cars. It's the best feeling. It's like, bye, buddy. Yep, beating traffic.
marche à gauche se rencontre une destination de Balisier, Romont, Fribourg, Berne, Sofia, Sursee et Lucerne. Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, we're playing to Lausanne station like yesterday. I was switching sides to like the lake side because the sun's like blasting me on the other side. And now it seems like it's blasting on this side too. I don't know. The train's just wiggling around. All right, leaving Lausanne. the Alps over there, still covered in snow. And look at that, Lac Le Mans, so pretty. Wow, that's incredible. Just look at that. See, that's what Swiss Rail is all about right here. So pretty. Yeah, this is just amazing right here. These are some of those beautiful vineyards I've ever seen. Yeah, I don't have much to add to this. It kind of speaks for itself. Really, just just incredible. I feel so lucky to be able to travel through this beautiful country. All right, so I think that's it for the beautiful lakeside views, but I've got like an hour to go to Bern, I think. Hopefully everything's on time. Yeah, we had a bit of a delay, so I'm slightly worried now. You can see all the Swiss cows there. All right, so I'm officially 3 minutes late, so it cuts me down to 5 minutes to get to my other train. So, I'm just like kind of scared again. Giving flashbacks of southern France, Narbonne. So, hopefully, we're able to pick up speed and make up for the lost time. I don't know. We'll see. Now that's the hotel you stay at when you don't want to miss your train. Just roll out of bed and be right on the platform pretty quick. Got some Swiss cows here. So crazy. Look at those mountains back there. It's like incredible.
Prochain arrêt, Romont. Les voyageurs en direction de Bulle.
Alright, so I'm like 2 minutes down, so I gained a minute, so it gives me 6 minutes to get to my next train. So I have to really like make sure I am getting my act together and being ready to bolt. God, just look at those peaks over there. It's totally covered in snow. It's incredible. That's really incredible. Yeah. Alright, so I'm getting to Freiburg. We got 2 minutes to get in there. That'll put me back on time. I think we're getting pretty close. So hopefully I'm back on track and I'll have my 8 minutes to work with. At least I guess I'm pulling into Bern knowing that I'm not like completely late. See, look at all those bike racks the way they have them stacked like that. That's really cool. I mean, how much does stuff like that cost as far as like public infrastructure goes? You know. All right, so we're 1 minute late out of Freiburg, so I got 7 minutes to make it to my next train in Bern. So we're looking for platform 5. Wow, check that out. That's so cool. I think this is like wheat. It looks like wheat fields here. Oh, some cows. All right, getting closer to the capital, Bern. All right, we're about 15 minutes away from Bern. Some lazy cows out there. All right, so I got like 9 minutes to get to the station now, so probably gonna start staging my stuff so I'm ready to like just bolt out and make it to the next platform. All right, so it actually on the train here tells me where I gotta go next. So I'm gonna be on platform 5 there. In German, it's Gleis. So they switched everything over to German now. So now we're in German-speaking countries, the German-speaking part of the country. So 1204 Hamburg Altona, platform 5. All right, here we go. The mad scramble. So 10, 9's that way, so 5 is that way. Right. 7, 8. All right, there we go. Hamburg Altona, that's the station I need to get on. See right there. Should almost passed it. All right, so I'm in coach 6, seat 68. So, I don't really need to run, but I'm just want to be on the train. Oh, all right, I'm on the train. I did it. I did it. I'm so proud of myself. Oh, that was such an accomplishment. All right, we're leaving Bern Central Station, and I'm on the ICE train, Intercity Express. All right, we're here in Bern. We're leaving now. Beautiful looking city. I'll have to visit one of these days. And gotta love the graffiti here. Street art. Yeah, it's like gotten a little bit flatter over here. Yeah, this is nice. So I have like the upcoming stops right here on the digital board. There's my stop that I just went through. We're leaving Olten Station here in Switzerland.
Stimmt ja. nur schon die nächsten Reservationen. Hier ist schon gelöscht. Ja, was dat gaat in dan vast mee. Dat gaat als je de verantwoord.
Yeah, so this goes all the way across Germany, basically, this train. It's so cool.
Dat is je dran. Oh, een goede vraag. Ja, dat weet ik echt niet. De zwaaier zo wild voor je les samen. Genau, ja, is goed voor iets. Het is eigenlijk absoluut. Was ich sehe, ganz toll. Kreative, lustige, positive.
Alright, so we're arriving in Basel station, and I think it's the last station in Switzerland, so we'll be in Germany soon, probably in the next like 15 minutes. It's another ice train here.
Das hat hier von mir reingeschrieben. Doch, ich habe, glaube ich, hinten reingeschrieben. Doch, habe ich, glaube ich, sogar was geschrieben. Ja, genau, wenn man jetzt ein bisschen nach rechts rollt, dann steht eigentlich auch immer ab und zu hier Fragezeichen, aber ich bin nicht ganz sicher, aber am Rand, wenn wir im Augenblick gefordert sind. Und die sollten doch locker reinpassen.
Cargo train. It's funny because like on the Euro app, it shows Baselbad station as in Germany, but it's actually in Switzerland. I don't know, or it says that there. But the next stop is my stop in Freiburg, so probably get there a little bit, or like an hour before I can check in. So we got something to eat or something. We are still in Switzerland. We should be out of Switzerland in the next like probably 5 to 10 minutes. Alright, so we're leaving Baselbad finally, and it turns out we're about 12 minutes late. Yeah, as soon as we head into Germany, the German trains are late, so that's what everyone warned me about, was train service in Germany is gone. So it's like lost its credibility to be known as being on time and punctual, and now it's immediately late. So luckily, I only take 2 German trains, like after this one, I think. Or maybe 3, yeah, 3. And I think the time only matters on one. I only have 1 connection, I think I have to make. Or 2. But I don't know, it shouldn't be too bad.
Signal Freiburg-Breisgau Hauptbahnhof erreichen wir nun voraussichtlich um 14:04 Uhr. Über Ihre dortigen Anschlussmöglichkeiten werde ich Sie rechtzeitig informieren. Ich bitte Sie diesbezüglich um etwas um Ihre Geduld. Vielen Dank.
First time on this trip. So I'm only like about 17 minutes left to get off, so probably get up here in about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm ready to get off at my stop. So my mic cut off at this point, so I'm just commenting on how I got on like the bad side of the train here in Germany. So I was pretty close to Freiburg at this point, but I wanted to see the Black Forest, the hills in the Black Forest, and I could see the neighboring people next to me. They had like a much nicer view. But what can you do? I got the good like views in Switzerland, so you can't win all the time, right? So my mic is still dead at this point, so I was just commenting on how bad the weather was in Freiburg, but I arrived safe and sound and everything was good, and yeah, just overall the trip was nice. And I was just commenting on how nice the city was, like getting in there, and it was just a good trip overall. Cannot complain. So if you made it to this point, I will be doing a video on Freiburg tomorrow, and here's like a little glimpse of it as we go. So a city full of streetcars and cyclists and pedestrians. Very few cars in sight. It's kind of like a pedestrian heaven.